Yeah, it was good, everybody. You already know what it is. I ain't been on here for a minute. And then trying to tap into a lot of other things, podcast wise. Adding to a reaction channel I'm trying to create. But as a wrestling fan, I had to take the time to come on here and just pay my respects. We all got the bad news. Not too long ago, literally, the passing of Hulk Hoagn. It's crazy. 71 years old. Supposedly he had suffered cardiac arrest, heart attack. Last thing I heard of him over the past 2 days was he was dealing with some trachea issue where he wasn't able to speak anymore. Don't really know, what that was about. Didn't really pay too much, mind into it. I actually kind of feel bad now. Put up a post, just kind of, joking around. We didn't think nothing of it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. You know how Hoagn is, exaggerator, all that crap. Not taking anything away from this sad and unfortunate day. We lost a legend, man. We lost a legend. A legend, especially if we go back, golden era like myself. I started watching wrestling back in 89, maybe 1990. I can remember the day my father put me in front of a TV. Whether he, was just trying to, kill some time, like, hey, he wanted to go, spend some time with my mother, hey, put the kid away, pop something in the damn VCR, whatever the case is. Regardless of what, 30-something years later, I'm still watching wrestling till this day. So it's a sad day. Rest in peace, to the Belair family. It's crazy, man. 71 years old is way too young. Regardless his whole racial, issues with the things that he said, and all the crap. Like I said, I even lost, I'm trying to get out this sun. I've even lost a lot of respect for him, as a man, Terry Bollea, but always loved Hulk Hogan, the character, But he's got himself into some real crazy, shit that, it's hard to come back from. But at the end of the day, he deserves his respect, and it's a sad day, man. It's a sad day. I never got to see him in person, unfortunately. I just, over the past couple of years, just started going to events and things like that, PLEs and what have you. I try to post as much as I can to the channel. I got so much more coming. I've just been trying to take a break, but I appreciate everybody who's still subscribed. I got a lot of content coming out, but yeah, man, it's a sad day. It sucks. Once again, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. I don't know, I would say one of my fondest memories on TV, I would say WrestleMania 8. Leading up to WrestleMania 8, when I do remember that time him and Sergeant Slaughter got into a feud when Sergeant Slaughter took the belt from Warrior. I believe it was the Royal Rumble, leading up to WrestleMania. And they do the flame in Hogan's eye and all that. I thought that shit, as a youngin', I thought that shit was real. I'm like, man, man ain't never gonna see it again. I also remember, WrestleMania 6, Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. I didn't get to see that live as it happened, but I do remember watching it, VHS, maybe a couple of years later. I don't know. Still remember when Hogan lost. Tears in his eyes as he's coming back up the, into the ring and hand up the belt to Warrior, passing the torch. His whole NWO, his whole thing, his whole, I wouldn't say his whole gimmick, because that shit that he had at first with the Dungeon of Doom and all that cartoon crap that he had when he went with the black and against Kevin Sullivan and what was that shit called? The damn Mummy, and that shit was so cartoonish. But once the NWO popped off, come on, man, that changed wrestling forever. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, man, all them boys, man. It's sad that we've lost so many icons, so many legends. But it's a part of life. It's a part of what we all eventually have to deal with, whether it's ourselves being mourned or we mourning other people. But like I said, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, man. He definitely will be missed. I'm gonna probably make a little reaction video to the greatest hits, greatest matches, greatest, try to put something together sometime today. Like I said, I just want to stop, take the time out, record this video, and yeah, man, rest in peace, man. We love you, we miss you, regardless of your faults, and rest in peace, legend.